Welcome back to the Popcorn Perspective. It's your host, Jay and AK. From all of us, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a phenomenal festive period. I think AK and I are raring to go. So, AK, why don't
Yeah,
we start with our 2025 most anticipated?
yeah. Just looking at the list of movies coming out in 2025, we're in for a big year. I feel like every year I keep saying that, but especially for us superhero movie fans, I feel like we're going to be eating very well this year. I think my number one movie, Fantastic Four.
Fanforstic?
Fan
No,
first.
not Fanforstic.
Oh no, that was whew, we don't talk about that movie. No, but having the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family, finally join the MCU after years and years of the Fox and the Disney back and forth and the tug of war that both companies had. It's gonna be cool to see them come home.
Yeah, absolutely. And just as a disclaimer, I know AK has his in a list. I didn't. I did it more like based on the dates. Uh, yeah, we have great communication. So yeah, this movie is coming out July 2025 on the 25th.
Yes.
I'm super psyched for this. And Pedro Pascal leading the team. I love him. I love everything he's in.
Did you
Um,
see any of the interviews like Pedro Pascal or any of the other actors that's in the movie did during the Disney big conference that happened back in October? I think
so I've
October
seen
was
like
it?
snippets, but not like the entire thing. No.
Yeah, the actress who's playing, his love interest, his
Storm?
eventual wife, Sue Storm, those two actors have such a great chemistry, and like, this is just doing like an interview, and I'm just like, I cannot wait to see how those two play off each other in the movie. I think those two are going to really sell the movie on us. Pedro Pascal, I do not know her name, but the Sue Storm actress, I think they're going to carry the film.
I feel like everyone has great chemistry with Pedro Pascal. I watched this
Yeah.
movie, The Unfathomable Weight of Fame or something like that with
Oh,
Pedro
Nicolas
Pascal
Cage.
and Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I loved it. It's such a weird movie. I still loved it. Anyway, sorry, going back to Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Um, I got a sneaky feeling we might get a glimpse of Doom towards the end.
I mean, so if you know anything from the comics, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards and Doom, they have a budding, like almost like
They
a
do.
brotherly, like hate and love, kind of like Professor X and Magneto.
Magneto, yeah.
But I don't know because I feel like if you're going to have, because we know this Fantastic Four based on the pictures and the promos we've
Hmm.
gotten, this is an alternate universe. We get it.
Right. Hmm.
And we know Doctor Doom is from an alternative universe. Marvel's already clarified that. So will
Yes.
this Robert Downey Doctor be Pedro Pascal's longtime frenemy from this universe, and this all plays out in this universe that carries over to ours? Are they two separate universes,
Yeah.
characters? I mean, knowing Marvel, and I hate to say this, but knowing Marvel of recent, it's going to be a whole different Doctor Doom for a different universe that has nothing to do with the Fantastic Four, and it's going to just kind of feel like they could have done more with it, and it's going to feel kind of let down. I have a
What
feeling.
I want us to do a video over Doctor Doom because there is a comic where Doctor Doom, Tony Stark have like this Freaky Friday kind of moment. I don't want to get into
Yeah,
details
you
of
were
it.
telling me about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
super interesting, and I hope that's what Marvel goes for. Very interesting concept, and I think they could switch out a few things from the comic. It would be a brilliant story, and it might be a different Doom, but I don't know. I, I'm
I'm
I'm one of
interested.
the few that's really optimistic with his Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. I know you're not there
Yeah.
yet, but I got a good feeling.
I am though optimistic for Fantastic Four. Obviously, it's my number one on my list. Not
Let's
all.
talk about another Marvel property that's coming out super early in this year, and that's Captain America: A Brave New World. So this is Anthony
That's
Mackie's
coming out.
first time donning the Captain America shield on the big screen, and I can't wait. And guess who else is in it? It's Harrison freaking Ford. This guy is just part of my childhood. Indiana
Oh yes.
Jones, Star Wars, and now with Marvel. I mean, come on. I just love him, and I can't wait.
So I'll be honest, I'm kind of skeptical about this movie. I'll get onto that in a second though. But one thing I love is Harrison's Ford enthusiasm. Whenever he talks about Star Wars, he is irritated, he's grumpy, and he seems to hate his life.
Yeah.
But every time he's Marvel has been brought up to him since he's taken over the role of Red Hulk, Thaddeus Ross, he seems just to love it, and he seems to love the fans. I'm like, there's a lot of us are carryover fans, my man. But
Yeah, but he also loved his time with Indiana Jones.
yeah, he did.
His
Indiana
yeah.
Jones, he was also doing the last movie, which I actually liked. I know people didn't like that
Hmm.
movie, but he
I
seemed
liked it.
also,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's cool to see Harrison Ford happy. That's the one thing I enjoy
Yeah.
watching that grumpy old man smile. It's always fun to watch.
Yes. Um, I do have another movie. Did you anything you want to mention with Captain
Yeah,
America?
I guess I mentioned it briefly. The only reason why I'm kind of skeptical about that movie is it did have a lot of like reshoots, re-edits, and rewrites mid-film. And
Hmm.
I feel like normally when that happens, I think we saw that with like The Flash. We saw that with obviously Josh Whedon's uh, uh, Josh Whedon's Justice League. Yeah, the one that came out
Hmm.
before Zack Snyder's. We saw that with a bunch of different movies. Wonder Woman 2 had that, and all these movies. I think also Eternals had it, and they end up usually kind of flopping or feeling
Yeah,
unpolished.
I definitely see that. But my only hope is that these reshoots started occurring when Marvel was going through a lot of bombs. My hope is that they learned a few lessons and they want to try and prevent that for this movie. I'm not sure though.
I hope. Maybe you're
Yeah.
being a little optimistic. I hope you're right. It
I
looks
am.
good.
See,
The
I
trailers
love
look good.
Anthony Mackie, and I just want to see him succeed. So
Oh
I
yeah,
hope it's
I
good.
want him to prove the naysayers wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
my next
yeah.
movie is kind of out of left field, and I don't know much about it. So it's Sinners, that's coming out on March 7th. This movie has the director of Ryan Coogler, and
Oh,
we also get Michael B. Jordan is in the lead role. These two are reuniting again, and they've put out
have
some
they worked
really,
together every movie?
not every movie, but a lot
Okay.
of really good movies.
Yeah.
Creed, which I loved,
Fruitville
Black
Station.
Panther, yeah, yeah. So I, I I don't know much about the movie. I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, I
I
didn't know
like
that was
the
coming out.
duo.
Is there a trailer or like a teaser or something?
Nothing that I've seen,
Okay.
but yeah, I just saw
Um,
the two. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
no, I mean, I'm sold. When you said Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, you had my attention. I was like, oh, okay, let's cook.
So at the end of the year, we're probably gonna see how we did with our best movies, worst movies. This next movie has a very good chance of right now being my most anticipated to being a total bomb, and it's called The Electric State.
Oh
It's
no.
it's written by the Russo bros, and it has some really good actors. It has Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, K. Hugh Kwan. So when Netflix or whoever puts a shit ton of money and they get all these actors, the story is typically really bad. But it has the Russo bros. I don't know. I got some hope.
I'll be honest, nothing against the Russo brothers, but outside the Marvel like MCU projects and movies, they really haven't done a lot of good stuff.
So they've done this TV show, Citadel, I think, and people who've
Okay,
seen
I've not
it
heard that. Okay.
have enjoyed it. Like they say it's a quick pace, it's fun. I haven't really gotten into it yet, but once I watch it, I'll let you know.
What is it on?
Prime, I think, Amazon Prime.
Okay, yeah, I've not heard of that, but okay. Yeah, but I've seen I think one or two other movies. I think I've seen the one with I think it was called Cherry, if I'm not mistaken, with Tom Holland. Had a very serious and like interesting theme behind it. I think like mental illness and PTSD, but it was just very poorly edited and shot, in my opinion.
Okay. Hmm.
And I think I've seen
That's
like one
nice.
other, yeah, and I think I've seen like one other movie that they both co-directed on, and I didn't really enjoy. I think Marvel is the bread and butter, like the comic book style,
Hmm.
quick action. But we'll see. I don't know the concept
The
doesn't.
concept is interesting,
Yeah, it seems
isn't it?
like
Yeah,
it can
it
go
is.
either way.
Basically, sentient robots who try to take over the world failed, so they live in exile. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting little concept. Not something that's
Yeah,
really been done before.
that's what I'm saying. It's very It can go either way. It can be
Yeah.
like you're saying, it could be a big hit or a big miss. And
I'm very excited for it, but could very well be on our worst movies of the year list.
yeah, I'm putting it on my least anticipated. No offense, they're all great actors, and I do like the Russo brothers. I'm glad they're returning to the MCU, but I don't know. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But I,
Good.
yeah, I know. You're not going in order. I'm going somewhat in order based on my anticipation, but I gotta say Superman.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
James Gunn's. I'm loving Creature Commander. It's on HBO Max right now. Such a great introduction to like the Gunn universe, and that trailer was
It really was, and I'm so psyched on getting crypto on live
oh
screen.
yes.
Ah, And that being the first shot of the trailer, it's just
Yes.
got me so hyped. James Gunn really knows what he's doing, and I, I don't know, man. The Guardians three movies is probably the best trilogy we've gotten in Marvel, outside of maybe Winter Soldier and
Captain,
stuff
yeah,
like
for say
that.
Captain America, yeah.
Yeah, but
But
that Guardian series, it's got I've got so much goodwill for James Gunn, and then he went over and did freaking Suicide Squad, which is
Peacemaker,
brilliant. Yeah, so I'm psyched.
yeah, and I will still go down and say Peacemaker might be one of my favorite comic book shows ever. Just because it was so outlandishly dumb, yet it worked. It it
Yeah,
worked. It had no reason like the concept that they were doing with these mind controlling alien like mosquitoes. Such a stupid, weird like it's something that you could like should only stay in a comic book, should never be replicated to live action. And he did it and it
he
worked.
did it. Um, for me, yeah, Peacemaker is right up there as one of my favorite as well. That and probably Secret Invasion. It's like a toss up between those two.
God. Go like jump off a cliff. No, no.
God, I hate that show so much.
Oh God. Oh, Marvel. Come on. We need a win. Oh, but no, but
So
Superman. Yeah, that's my second most anticipated, 100%.
for sure. So you actually have one on your list that I haven't seen the first or second ones.
Yeah, yes. So my third on my list is Paddington in Peru, or Paddington 3. I actually just watched both the movies probably about a year, 2 years ago. I've been hearing, people have been talking about, oh,
Yeah,
the Paddington series, it's on track to be one of the best trilogies of all time. And I was like, this seems like a stupid kids movie. It is a kids movie, but it has a lot of adult, like mature, like with themes, and it's such a wholesome, like story about family and just it's something you just have to watch it to understand. But it's such a good movie, and it's such a feel good movie.
I've heard some really, really great stuff about it, and I definitely want to give it a shot.
Yeah, and I hoping with Paddington 3, I hope they stick the landing because uh, people are not lying when they say it's on track to be a good, one of the best trilogies.
Nah, for sure. Um,
But what about
so
you?
my next movie I think is also on your list, which is Thunderbolts. Um, Now this one I'm actually not that I don't have as high of expectations for this one, but we'll definitely see. I, I love Sebastian Stan, I love Florence Pugh and David Harbour. I mean these are excellent actors, and I really
And
hope it works out. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical on it.
I mean, you talk about Harbor. I love how much fun he's having playing. I always forget it's Captain Russia. It's
The Red,
the Red Guardian. The Red
The
Guardian.
Crimson,
No, it's the Red Guardian.
Red
Yes.
Guardian. Okay.
Um, he's been now in What If. He's done a lot of other like voice work for the character
Yeah.
since he's portrayed him. Um, you can just tell he's enjoying the character, and I feel like whenever he enjoys a character, even when he played Hellboy, the movie was bad, but you could
I
tell,
enjoyed it.
you could tell he was just
Yeah.
having a blast, and
Yeah.
he sells whenever he's having a blast. I'm having fun, so yeah, it's my fifth
He's
most anticipated.
very charismatic, and it shows. And
Yes,
I love watching him.
and it is on my fifth and most anticipated, just because this is a movie I really didn't have any care for until I saw that trailer, and that
Yeah.
trailer was so well done.
Since you said this is your fifth, what was your fourth?
Yeah, yeah. My fourth is Mickey 7. It's that the director who did Parasite, that movie that won the Oscar, I think in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2019. Um, he's doing a movie with Robert Pattinson and Robert Pattinson.
You
It
better get
looked
paid double.
oh, he better not, but he's playing dual role to what I'm not sure how or like if it's like a trend situation. I know it has to do like an alternate universe or reality. I'm not sure the exact concept of the movie. But when I found out that the director of Parasite is doing a movie with Robert Pattinson, I immediately put him on my radar, and I put him number fourth just because I want to see another movie from. I think his name is like Bong Joon-ho.
Okay.
I want to see another film that he has because the first one I've seen, the only one I've seen of him, might have been my favorite movie of the year or of the last couple of years. So I'm definitely interested to see what he has left up his sleeve.
I wonder if it's gonna be similar to that Jet Li movie, One or something. I don't know. I
Which
haven't
one?
seen. I don't know. There was a Jet Li movie, One,
I
something.
don't think
I
I've
don't know.
seen that. No. Okay.
Back in the day. Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna be something similar to that. But that seemed interesting. This movie, I know you're not a big fan of this franchise. I've loved it. I love Mission Impossible. So, and this potentially being the last one, again, these conflicting reports. I can't wait. If there's a Mission Impossible movie in theater, I'm watching it. I'm just one of the. I'm a very simple guy.
I have nothing
That's
against the Mission Impossible movies. I think my biggest issue is there's way too many breaks in between the movies where
there is, yeah.
at the point where when the fourth one was coming out, I was like, I really just don't care enough to do the research on all three movies to know what's going on. I'm
Right.
just done with it. So I'm like, it's not that I don't like the franchise. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of I just don't do want to do that much homework. For
I
my
get it.
work on the
I get
for
it.
my memories, it wasn't that good for me to want to rewatch.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've really enjoyed
but the action looks
the.
great.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the last three, I think. The one with Henry Cavill is very iconic scene,
Is that the
and I'm sure
one
where he
where,
does the cuff of
yeah,
his
like
hands.
the
Yeah,
cuffs? Yeah, okay,
yeah.
that's a cool shot.
So Mission Impossible has a lot of good faith for me because Tom Cruise puts his heart and soul
Oh,
into
he
it, and
does.
it shows. And there's a lot of heart to the movie. There's a lot of effort, and I'm just gonna support movies like that.
No, I respect that. No,
Yeah,
definitely. I have no, no doubt it's gonna be a great movie. Maybe one day I'll sit down and watch them all in order and finally catch up.
yeah,
But I hope it's as good. I hope it sells well and I hope everyone likes
yeah,
it. But I probably won't be seeing it in theaters.
yeah. I do have another one that I know you're probably not invested into the universe, and this is Ballerina. All I need to tell you to go watch it is Ana de
Yeah.
Armas.
I actually, funnily enough, I have this on my list at number
Okay,
10,
okay.
only
Is it
because
only because of Ana de Armas? That's hilarious.
I'm
So this
like
is,
John Wick style
yeah,
action starring Ana de Armas. I was like, do I need to watch the other three movies to know what's going on, or can I just jump in this blind? Because I kind of want to jump in this.
so yeah, AK mentioned this. It's coming out in June 6th time, and yeah, it is in the John Wick family, and it's a spin-off. It, watch the first one. If you're not hooked by the first one, don't watch it. Trust me. Just watch the first one.
I think it's just, I had the same issue with the John Wick series as I do with Mission Impossible. Is I didn't watch it when it was in theaters, the first one, and then by the
Yeah.
time the second one came out, I couldn't find the first one on streaming, so I just skipped the second one, and then the third one came out, and I just got too lazy to catch up.
Yeah, I believe there are four, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I
oof,
think
yeah.
so. If I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a franchise though that I is on my list higher than Mission Impossible. I love
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves and now that Ana de Armas is attached to this universe, makes me want to watch it even more, the whole universe as a whole. So that I can definitely see me sitting down and watching it sometime this year. And if y'all want me to do so, let me know and I'll do my live review after each movie. If you guys want to see that, let me know.
I think we have you on your list for what, your fifth one, sixth one?
Yeah, I think we did my fifth already, Thunderbolts. Yeah,
Okay.
so number six is actually Karate Kid Legends. I love Cobra Kai. I like the original Ralph Macchio's Karate
Yeah,
Kid's
yeah,
first
yeah.
couple. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Willow. Was it Will Smith? No, it was
Jaden?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden
I
Smith?
apologize. It's Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. Wasn't the biggest fan of that movie, but I'm
I enjoyed it.
very interested to see how they're gonna merge the universes because
Yeah.
I didn't like the way I didn't care for Jackie Chan's Karate Kid because I felt like it was just too similar of a retelling of the original movie, and I
Yeah, I
kind of
can see
wanted it
that.
to do his own thing. But I'm interested to see how it plays out. I love Cobra Kai, so I'm in.
Yeah, no, it seems really interesting. I don't have it on my list, but I think I'll definitely give it a watch maybe when
Yeah,
it comes on DVD or something.
it's probably gonna be on Netflix within like the end of the year.
Yeah. I have one a little bit out of left field. It's called F1. So I personally really enjoy Formula One, watching the races. Back in the day, my dad and I used to watch Michael Schumacher, and we're big fans of his. So this movie is directed by Joseph Kosinski, and he's the same dude who t did Top Gun Maverick. And
Oh
oh my
wow.
God, dude, the shots in that movie really make you feel like you're in the cockpit.
Mhm.
So it like I'm trying to imagine myself watching this movie F1 in the theater with that cinematography, with that much detail, and Brad Pitt as well is playing the lead character. So. Oh, I can't wait.
So is this like going to be based on like exact racing or like a story behind like the
I'm not
background of racing or
100% sure.
okay.
I think it's just from what I know, it just seems really interesting, and that's just
Yeah,
uh
because if it focuses more on like the actual race, I feel like that'd be so cool. 'Cause that means you get a lot of like interior shots,
yeah,
and you know he's gonna
yeah.
kill at those shots. Like those are gonna look so
Oh,
good.
dude, Top Gun Maverick is just for me was out of this world when it
A
came
lot of
to
those shots,
feel.
I still don't know how they pulled them off. Because I know a lot of it was done actually in a
Hmm.
cockpit in the sky,
Yep.
which I don't know how much money they spent on creating that technology, but yeah, I'm interested.
What's your number seven?
Yeah, it's 28 years later. Definitely
Hmm.
feels like it's been that long since the last movie. It's a sequel to the 28 weeks, 28 days later series. But it is such a gripping zombie survival apocalypse story that I feel like no other movie really has captured the horror and the loneliness that that movie showcased. So I'm very curious
I
on how they
never
do it on
watched the
this.
series, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things.
I would definitely say it is the best zombie movies. If you don't want
Okay.
like the cheesy zombie stuff, you want like more serious grounded zombie, it's definitely one of the best.
Awesome. So for me, it's Jurassic World, and that's coming July 2nd. And this movie, I I personally have enjoyed a lot of the Jurassic World with Chris Pratt. I know a lot of people haven't really enjoyed it. To me, it's just a fun movie about dinosaurs. And this also has Colin Jost's wife, Scarlett Johansson. So, um, I typically enjoy some of the stuff that she's been in, and I can't wait. I think it'll be a good movie.
Yeah, I actually hated the second Jurassic World movie. I loved the first one. I actually would say the first Jurassic World movie is my second favorite Jurassic Park universe film
Yeah.
movie. Um, but the second one, Dominion, I think it was called, was a I hated it, and I never watched the third one. So
So the
I
third one was a bring back of all the old folk,
yes, yes.
and it was nostalgia bait, and it worked on me. So
No, it worked on you.
yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Maybe I'll watch it. I know it's on, I
Yeah.
think it's on HBO Max, so I might just check it out. But for me, the second one just put a very bad taste in my mouth.
Okay.
Because I'm one of those people. I'm fairly easily impressed when it comes to like dinosaur movies. I love the third Jurassic Park movie. I know it's the one that people hate on the most, with the screaming Alan Raptor, in
The dream
the
sequence.
plane, yeah,
Yeah,
or
I
the
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I love that movie.
I kind of liked it more than the second one. I don't know why.
Same. It's my second favorite of of the trilogy. I love
Yeah.
that movie.
And I know the second one was supposed to be better, but I don't know. I like the third one.
I love it. The
Yeah, I
cheese
didn't
was
like the
so
New
good.
York when that second one was when they go to New
Yeah,
York, right?
you're like the
I didn't like that.
Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
just,
brought them back to the mainland. And he attacked. Yeah, New York. Yeah, not
yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't for me.
So maybe I'll watch this. Watch the third movie
Yeah,
one day. But I'm definitely interested to see this reboot.
yeah. This one I know we already mentioned it. Superman for me, July 11th, and
Yes.
then we already spoke about Fantastic Four, and for me, this is my last one, and that's gonna be Zootopia 2. So I know off the bat, it's like Disney have had so many misses with their animated movies. Oh my goodness. Moana 2, have you seen it? Don't watch it.
No.
No,
No,
I don't watch
bad.
it. It's
Oh,
just boring. Nothing happens from the
that's
beginning
sad.
to end. I would say just watch it when it gets onto streaming.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
don't waste your money on watching it. I did a video of it last year. Yeah, go watch it.
Yes.
uh, but I don't know, man. Zootopia 1 was one of my favorite animated
It was such a
movies,
cute movie.
and I loved all the characters. Jason Bateman and Sandra Bullock, right? She
Wait, who did
plays
Jason Bateman play?
the fox. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he played the fox.
No way.
I'm pretty sure he played the fox.
The hell? Wow.
Like, rewatch it. You can hear his
I
voice.
want. I actually might rewatch. That's okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
he was in that.
So I don't know.
That's so cool.
I still got hope in the second one. I enjoyed the first one so much. I'm
No, yeah,
hoping that
I
the
love the
second one's
first
good.
one. So I actually didn't know this was coming out. So yeah, I'm definitely anticipating now. I had no idea this was on the slate. Curious on what happens with this. Is there a trailer or anything out for this movie?
No, no, it's too early. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It's coming out in
Yeah,
November
November.
or
Yeah,
something.
but no, I'm definitely interested in that. I think, yeah, for me next, I have to say Avatar: Fire and Ash coming out this December, which is just weird to say this December for 2025. Yeah, James
It's right
Cameron.
around the corner.
Yeah, in 12 months, but no, I'm definitely interested to see how James Cameron continues to expand this Pandora's universe that he's created for himself.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's
the
doing the
biggest,
whole Avatar thing, right? Like, uh,
literally, yes, fire,
earth,
water, earth.
fire, water, air.
Um, I didn't like the first movie all that much. I thought it was a beautiful movie to watch, but it wasn't my favorite movie. Second movie, I thought had a lot better of a story. And was a far better animated and like just visually stunning film. But the issue with that movie, as well as the first, is I just can't rewatch it. It's a one-time
Hmm.
watch, and I was happy watching it once. I'm hoping this
Yeah.
movie is not that. I hope it's better.
I never really got into the series. I watched the first one, didn't really enjoy it. I didn't bother watching the second one, and like you, it doesn't have a very high rewatchability for me. So
I would
I didn't
definitely say
bother.
sit down on. I know you got the nice TV in your house. Sit down, relax, pop some popcorn, watch the second movie. It is a long movie. It's like a 3 hour,
It's long.
3 hour, 20-minute movie.
Mm.
Watch it.
So I
It
could either watch
is.
that or I could rewatch Lord of the Rings. Mm.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings Extended
Yeah,
Edition.
that's what I thought.
But um, my next on the list is actually Knives Out 3. I think it's called Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this, who's been casted or anything of like any news, but I love the first two movies, so I'm signing up for the third.
I loved the first one. I wasn't a big fan of the second one, but I am hyped for this one. I just
Yeah,
didn't
the
know this coming
second,
out.
yeah, no, the second one wasn't as good as the first, but I still enjoyed it.
Okay.
You could definitely tell it was shot during COVID. You could definitely tell there's a lot of editing choices and like bad, like
Yeah.
a lot of green screen at times, but
Hugh Grant, right, makes a appearance.
yeah, I
He
think
plays
so.
the love interest of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a still fun and a charming movie. And Daniel Craig, I just love him in this role, so I'm hyped for the
He
third movie.
plays it so well.
He does, and you could tell he's having a blast. Bless you.
Excuse me.
And yeah, I think my tenth is actually Ballerina. We just mentioned that earlier. Like I said,
So yeah, if you guys are interested in anything else, definitely let us know. I have a feeling over half of my list is going to be on the worst movies of the year. It's
yeah,
okay. It'll be fun.
if the superhero movies land this year, then my list should be good.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, let
have
us
a
know
lot
down
of out there
below.
ones, so I
Yeah, a
don't
lot of
have
them I
that
didn't even
much
know were
hope.
coming out. So hopefully for you, they are hits, not misses. But let us know
All
down
right.
below in the comments. What is your top 10, I guess, most anticipated movie? And what movie should we check out that we missed from last year?
Yep. All right. Peace.
Peace.